Few years ago, I used to think successful people were different. They are more smarter, more talented, or maybe more lucky. I would look at people who were earning more money, speaking confidently, building businesses, and creating opportunities for themselves. And I would tell myself a story. Really gifted, they had a better opportunities. They started earlier. But then something happened that completely changed the way I think about success. I started paying attention not to the result people were getting, but to what they were doing every day. And what I discovered really shocked me. The gap between average people and exceptional people is often much smaller than it appears. The difference isn't usually talent, the difference is what they do consistently. And today I want to share the exact mindset shift that can completely change the next 12 months of your life. Now, before we begin, let me make something clear. This video is not about, becoming rich overnight. It's not about becoming famous. It's not about working 20 hours a day. This is about becoming a part of a small group of people who consistently improve while everyone else stays the same. Because becoming top 1% isn't about competing with millions of people, it's about doing what most people refuse to do. So imagine two people, both are 25 years old, both have similar intelligence, both have success, both have access to the internet, both have 24 hours in a day. The first person spends most evening scrolling social media, watching random videos, consuming endless entertainment, telling themselves they will get serious later. The second person is not perfect. They also watch videos, they also distracted, but every day they spend at least 1 hour improving something, 1 hour learning, 1 hour practicing, 1 hour building, 1 hour becoming better. Now after one day there is almost no difference between them. After 1 week, still no noticeable differences. After 1 month, not much changes though. But after 1 year, everything changes. One person has invested more than 300 hours into growth. The other person has mostly invested those hours into distractions. That's when I realized something powerful. Success isn't usually created by massive actions. It's created by small advantages repeated consistently. And honestly, I had to learn these lessons hard way. There were periods in my life when I wanted to change. I wanted better opportunities. I wanted more confidence. I wanted better communication skills. I wanted more success. But if someone had secretly recorded my daily habits, they would have, found evidence of those goals. My actions and my ambitions were not aligned. I wanted something extraordinary result while living ordinary habits. And that's a problem many people face. We focus on what we want, but we rarely focus on what we need to become. One day I come across a simple ideas. The quality of life is often a reflections of the quality of the daily habits. The statement sounds very simple, I understood, but think about it. If you improve by just a little every day, just imagine where will you be after a year. Most people dramatically overestimate what they can do in a week, but they completely underestimate what they can do in a year. That's why becoming top 1% is more realistic than most people think. Because most people quit, most people, stop learning, most people avoid discomfort, most people choose entertainment over education, most people stay exactly the same, and that creates an opportunities. So if you are genuinely want to get into the top 1% in the next 12 months, focus on these four areas. Number one, learn valuable skills. The modern world rewards skills like communication, sales, AI, marketing, leadership, problem solving, right? Every new skills increases your value. If you talk about me, I am very much into sales and I'm currently learning it. And also valuable people creates valuable opportunities. Number two, read more than average. Most people scroll, very few people study, read books, read articles, learn from people who are already where you want to be. Your income and opportunities often grow when your knowledge grows. Number three, build something. Don't just consume information, create something. Start a YouTube channels, write online, build a project, learn a skills and apply it. The people who create usually move ahead of the people who only just consume. Number four, stay consistent. This is where almost everyone fails. Consistency sounds boring. That's why it works. Because most people are willing to work hard for a week. Very few are willing to work steadily for a year. Consistency is secret advantage nobody wants because it isn't exciting, but it works every single time. Here is something that nobody talks about. The top 1% aren't always the most talented people. They are often the people who stayed committed when others become distracted. They are the people who kept learning while others stopped. They kept improving while others made excuses. They kept moving while others waited for motivations. And eventually the gap became impossible to ignore. Imagine yourself 1 year from today. 12 months have passed. The question is simple. Will you be looking back with pride or regret? Because whether you realize it or not, the next 12 months are going to pass anyway. The weeks will move, the months will move. The time doesn't stop for you. The only thing you can control is who you become during that time. You don't need to change your entire life today. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have a perfect plan. You don't need to, be extraordinary. You simply need to start. One skills, one habit, 1 hour, 1 day at a time. Just 1 day at a time. Because becoming top 1% isn't about making one huge decisions. It's about making hundreds of small decisions that most people avoid.